We are in ladies and gentlemen, Endwalker. Yep. Main story quest time, baby. Oh, y'all don't understand how excited I am. It's going to take me a little bit. It's going to take me a little bit to get back into the station. Oh. My belts are gone. Oh, a lot of my shit's gone. Ooh, I did not check everything. Uh-oh. The golden... Never... It just never... Yes. All right. We're doing this Dragoon. Keeping it Dragoon. Dane. Okay. Because afterwards, then I'll level up. Okay. This is not today. I want to get the story in. Okay. Dragoon. My baby. So we're going to keep it like this right now. I would like to gather everyone in Dawn's respite and together assess the situation we find ourselves. We are not skipping anything. I skipped all the story and watched YouTube videos to get here. Let us stock up in the crisis. No, woo. Stop it. Big shower of the crisis began with the sudden appearance of locations throughout the world. We have since learned the structures brought in by the organization known as the Teleforo. The Telefori started a purpose to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs have been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of the light seem able to resist being tempered at least. But after what happened to Ehrenwald and Fordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yet, while these threats close to home are a paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Terrafori are under the leadership of the Fandale and one other delightful fellow, Zenos Yegalavus, the Crown Prince and our dear friend. To date, he reclaimed his body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. Capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War Succession, but that has since changed in troubling ways. During our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of the cannons or the cries of discord. It was an eerie fog of silence which did the blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appear to have been tempered, and with nay a word spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events too were orchestrated by the Terrafori. Is that how you pronounce it? Terrafori? Terrafori? An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent development, I fear is the only prelude to even greater catastrophe. We need to divide the means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. Hey, everybody! We will find a way into Charleon, I am sure of it. Master's comments are regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The forum knows more than is letting on. Sorry to interrupt. We just received word from the Mistress Query. She says the arrangements for you to visit has been finalized. You're head to Limsa Lomnesia and board the next ship bound for Sharian. And on arrival, present yourself to the Associates of Students of Baldeson, come to assist with the Order's restoration. Well, hero. Go. The arrangements made to be settled, but that are your thoughts. They mustn't race at the prospects of returning home after so long. I'm eager to see it, of course. We should set off at once. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry as you and wish you a safe journey. Oh, did I just alt tab like an idiot? I did. Maybe it'll grow on me. Don't really like it so much. Don't really like the that sound notification. Oh, some people are like super courteous. How much money I got? Free. Oh my god. My computer cannot handle all these people. Look, they all look so pretty. Oh, so jealous. Let's see if my boy will come out. Let's see, who is it? Who's here? Nope, nope. I need my son. I'm sorry, what happened? What? I missed all the patch notes. Oh god. Oh no. Ooh, my computer's making this toasty. Oh, I did not read the patch notes for my character. I should really do that. You know, before we continue, let's go ahead. Let's look at everything that's changed. Okay. It looks like, oh, Horrifying Thrust, Heaven's Thrust, Chaotic Spring, Draconian Fury. Doesn't look like Blood of the Dragon is here anymore. Oh, that's what they were talking about. Right. So, gonna have to do that. Move everything around. Oh, that's gonna be so weird. Actually, you know what? If I put something else that needs to be there, something that I can use without really messing up my stuff, nothing. That's what it's gonna be for right now. Okay, so then we go check the logs. Check. Did the challenge? Oh no, you know what it is. PvP, what's that? With help. Oh, being stupid. I'm drawing a blank completely. I mean, I guess I'll just figure it out. I'll look it up as we. Dun, 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 dun. Everyone's over here. Hey, it's my boy. All y'all suck. You know that? All y'all should eat ass and not the good ass. Everyone's here, which is good because I've already paid for your passage and the fee is non-refundable. The ship for Shalian should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. Everyone looks cool and I look basic. I need new stuff. I know how to do this. I am what we call a gamer. I like this bit.
We've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
Auto advance.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Will this be your first visit to Shalian, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
Not just trying to be, hey, bro.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
Are you all right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hell-bent on destroying the world. And once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
Come on now.
I'll hold you to that.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey and promise that they'll look after things here until you return. We will too, of course. Aye, we, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
We set the sail! All aboard for Charlian!
And I skipped all the cutscenes.
It's time.
Honestly, don't.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Dragonu.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
I'm really excited. So, maybe, like, this is my
And
first.
so you venture forth unto the unknown.
The first time I've been
A fate beyond the
to
horizon
any
cannot be
MMORPG where the expansion like first launches. So I know that there's updates and you get more.
Naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice.
Then you get updates and you get more main scenario quests that
which lives is
expand the story and finish it off to the end of the expansion. Understand that raids get added later. So I don't know how long, how much the initial.
Every step of your descent.
I don't like the way that they're talking about it. The biggest MMORPG. I know this is the end of this story. I know that much. But don't be talking about it like, hey, this is it. It's over. I just got into this game this year.
Souls and stars rest. Find your truth.
My truth is to look good. Kill mother. Sorry. Kill mother. Didn't do. So. Oh. I know what it. It's because I didn't keyboard in the game. A E D
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt. Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case,
Got it.
I dare say the sea
Got
will do you
it.
good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal. After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Eidolon has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world. And I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction
Pretty
has begun
much.
to form, an intertwining
Pretty much.
of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms, monumental, which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Charlian's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
Maybe. 9.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen. There she is. Good old Charlian.
Oh, I see it.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed, 'tis as Sir Estinian said. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side. I prithee.
This music.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Charlian proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
Yeah.
Charlian, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Charlian all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Charlian only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders, especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Charlian's views on it, Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration. Here. It might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, so I reckon. Shall we? Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Brahat here of the students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
See how it glows. That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny. And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
These last two are not Charlian natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation?
I'm gonna go with that one. I almost died like
And it is
9
a
times.
title well earned, I can assure you.
An adventurer by trade is what your documentation indicates. No mention of this particular title. Self-appointed, I take it? Either way, your employer seems willing to vouch for your character, so I shall, albeit reluctantly, grant you entry. Champion.
Put some respect on my name.
And you, sir?
Estinian Valeno, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
If you'll allow me.
This is adorable.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the
I
wilderness.
want that hoodie.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Croyle, it is good to see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you all seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we? Oh! Welcome, friends, to Charlian.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
I'm glad I spotted your ship come into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any cases, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Don't know if I like it. Don't know if I like that. What have you given me? What is... Okay. Okay, I mean, it's not the greatest, but I mean, I'm gonna remove all my stuff anyway. It is the greatest thing in the world. It lit up. I take back everything I said. This is the coolest thing in the world. Bah! Harry sweeps the scions with the speculative look. Speculative. Speculative. Alright, I'm ready to talk. thought you launched directly into an explanation of what I learned and know. This is Rogan, his first time in Charlotte. And for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit, and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you may all have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you settle in, we can reconvene at the Baldician Annex. How does that sound? It's a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome at the living estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. I'm gonna have to learn how to say their name. I am equally untethered, as it were. No particular place that my king call home. Still, I would not pass up an opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of our old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Atherite Plaza, was it? I shall join you there, Anon. Yes, we'll see you there. I too have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwhile by thy leave. What have you, Estinian? What have you, Estinian? My services guide you. My services as a guide are yours for the asking. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. But Raha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while. This would be a perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you will have me. Come on, Rogue. Charlian awaits. After you, my friend. I am more than content to follow you. Now, keep him at your side in order to proceed with the quest. You can leave Ghana by entering area Ether, or by putting too much distance between the two. You can also speak with Ghana and select the option to part ways. Wish to have Grahata accompany you again. Return and speak. Patient. Graha accompany you. Next, try speak. All set. Let us be on our way. Our first stop, easily enough, will be the last stand. There's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Now accompanying you, companion, to the last stand and speak with Kyra at the station. While your company may encounter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. To the glowing area and speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. Alrighty then. Soon. Yeah, my girls. The path leading out towards the sea is known as the Thaliak Toa, named for the statue of the scholar which stands at its end. As you know, the Charlian people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thalak was chosen our patron deity, it was more of a matter of pragmatism than belief, an alignment, as it were. We may have honored him with rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restricted as that of, say, the Asgardian. Individual Charlians can and do worship the divinities of their choosing. Now that one could hardly forget the statue. Baldis, I was usually awe, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned the ship to the city. Okay. So, okay, so it's that one. Okay, I was gonna say it's not loading because there's too many people and my PC can't handle this. Look at their fishing rod. So this is what it happens if you do fishing. You get a glow in the dark fishing rod. Here. Chicken. That's a quest. Else. Oh, I have to unlock flying. Oh. Action. Oh. Oh, definitely. Oh, Cassie, how's it going? Everything got squished. So 65. Cassie Bean. For those that don't know, these are just my wife's alternative personality. Alternate. Oh, is she on adventure? Oh, I reassigned it. Oh. Shops. I will not be wasting my money here. Gather. Selling it. Oh. Dude, this music, I'm feeling it. So beautiful. Oh, I didn't even look. Are there other things that we could talk about? Or is that was like right now? As we progress through the quest. Everyone's a basic ass song. Get it. They'll have the most DPS. People are like, oh, that's what. Carbon. DM. Get there. Get there. I want to get all the... Because then it makes my whole life easier. Later. I mean, and only wasn't it 60 seconds? Meant for a rude awakening first combat. If one rotation's off and I just don't remember. Why are you flying, bro? I'm just so happy that I do not have to do these dailies for a while. I'm do that later. Knowing my luck, because I'm saying it right, it's gonna be necessary. The level. This new city is my favorite, just off of... Woo! Saucy. Flying again. He's just slowly running off the ground. Is that everyone? All the cool. Bro, if you... Where is he? Oh, there he is. Bogus game. 1 out of 10. Here we are, the last stand. I'm not gonna do it. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Charlian tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. How can I put this? The food is and encapsulated by our infamous Arkan loaf. Prevailing sentiment towards the cuisine is dietary value first and taste distant second. There was one pupil at the stadium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer. So he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost to fine dining in Charlian. The one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the more impressive items on the menu. Not that I've ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Because you're a typical Charlie when it comes cheap and convenient, Raha. But surely Tataru has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. You should all stop when time permits and sample the cafe's delights. Now, shall we press on? The stairs to the side of the cafe will take us up to the 8th Plaza. Nah, dog. Give me some of that dickin' hamburger. The last time is the final say only bastion. Darling, we guarantee the quality culinary found nowhere else in dog. Wait. Right? Hold on. No. No. Gotta show my K-pop hair. $5.10. Oh, if I look at anybody's here, they're gonna be like already way. Dog. An unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, that it's perfectly functioning aetherite. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. I've already done that. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I shall mention of the Confluent, a research facility located on the very plaza, is much vaunted discoveries and the reason Charlian stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering an underlying aetherite, it has allowed us to and reconstruct a lost art. Our next destination, our path leads north. Agora, Charlian's largest. Ooh, yay, shopping! I was probably already there. Like they basically telling me. What are these purple things, dog? Dog. Someone explain. Welcome to Agora, where you can find wares made in Charlian as well as wide selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from various research institutes, but I think that practice thankfully died out for the most part. Otherwise, I can think of no better place to stock up for the next big adventure. Am I overselling it? On a more serious note, the next stop on our tour is one of the most peculiar relevant to our ultimate purpose here. Let's head back to the Aetherite Plaza, follow the path north, then climb the stairs up to that imposing building at the very top. Oops. My aura is gone. Poo. Oh, extra. These little decorative features are typical Charlian architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of All were rather simple and rustic by comparison. This is Nymphalium, an area dedicated to the blessings of water. For Charlians, water represents more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a simple knowledge of the water that flows in Thalic's divine water. Ewer. Ewer. There's a reason there's abundance of found throughout the city, and prosperity utilizing water is a decorative feature in our architecture. One memento. All right, guys. Tomorrow will be the big show. Hold on one second. So, this was the short stream for today. Tomorrow will be on all day. Finish this. All right, guys. Love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for checking me out. I will see y'all tomorrow, or perhaps later. I don't know. We'll see. Thank y'all for stopping.